but we're jumping into the next match. We're hearing Malibu's chant, and we're going into Museum Clan Blitz. It's now finals on silver bracket. I want to hear cheers in the crowd every single time you hear Wipeout. Let's get hyped. Let's get ready. We are in silver finals. Let's get started. Go!
A triple bucket from Malibu Rising. You want AoE, that is AoE incarnate. They have a lot of stuff that will kind of force Slugma Mills to respect them, because if they get chipped once, they're gonna get chipped again and again and again and again. You see right here, they got into mid, but Catboy alongside DH is making it very hard for them to get any damage on top of their plat. And you see Dino, they're trying to do their best to get up to top mid and put up pressure, but just not able to do it because they tried to. They're gonna go down. Sherber with the slide, not able. Oh, they are even just cancel out the Booyah Bomb, but it doesn't matter. DH going behind them, getting a power clam in. Is there any follow-up? Looks like there is going to be no follow-up. So yes, they did get the power, but with no follow-up, that's not really worth it. You just gave the enemy a free power clam to work with.
No, just like that, Sherber just got two in mid and is now pushing onto the plat. We see Inkjet coming out. Mercy and Rose dealing with the flank. Terret with this nice flank on the Squiffer right now, keeping our Explo out at the moment. Sherber ends up getting recalled by the thing, and we finally clean up Terret. This is the opportunity for Malibu Rising to have the entirety of mid, and right now Slugma Mills is on the attack. This is a risky shark. I don't know if this heavy sees it. Sherber's coming in, getting that nice hit. I don't know if you see that spinner. Ooh, immediately avoiding that. Sherber just dancing around this top mid, ends up going down. We do have two alive on the side of Malibu Rising. Bubbles out. We do see Mercy jumping out, and Rose is the only one holding mid right now. And right now, Slugma Mills is pushing into mid at the moment. We see power clams coming in, but at the moment, Malibu Rising has more power clams. And with more power clams, you do end up getting more Sludger Charge. So this is an opportunity for them to keep going.
Yeah, but you see it, I see it. Rose has that slider at the rate, just waiting for a time, but they're going to be forced back. Turret being really aggressive here on this left-hand side, making sure that Malibu Rising cannot just all focus right, making sure that they have to look left here. They're trying their best, but Golden's going to go down. Shiver, the jet in the back is not going to work. Hold on, that's two. Looking for Catboy, looking for DH, forcing away. They pop that slider. That's an easy double kill right there, just waiting by the time they're on the plat, able to pop it. They're able to get the double kill, but able to get the power as well. Dino splash down to keep goals away. Able to get to 51 points, maybe even further. 48, 45, maybe another one. Sherbert, what are you doing? But it's working. Hey, they're up there.
And we're seeing a power clamp jump. We ended up missing it. It was close. It was a great play. It looked like the bumper on the side of the museum ended up blocking it, but right now, the basket is finally closed. Slugma Mills can get a chance to push in. Terra is just getting shut down on this flank. Mercy is not playing, making sure the team is alive. That's like a true Mercy from Overwatch. You are a real support for this team. You got that. Just like that, Malibu Rising is still holding on to the mid. Mercy's just checking the flank. It happened one too many times. We got to make sure that is right. Gold is finding, throwing this Booyah Bomb. We're seeing the junior stuck. Right now, it's a perfect opportunity for Mercy to get corner. Mercy ends up going down. Splashing goes down. Terry almost living that, but ends up going down to Sherbert. Right now, Malibu Rising is just trying to get back in. Inkjet comes out, gets a pick. Two down on the side of Slugma Mills. Three down on the side of Slugma Mills. Can we get this last pick? No, we do not. But this is now Malibu Rising's time to get back in.
Look at that right-hand side. Look at Turret once again being such a distraction. It's working out. Getting a splat on top of that is really, really helpful. And just making sure that Malibu Rising cannot all focus right. And so far, it has been working out for them really, really well. But unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize off of that. They were only able to get that first power in, but nothing more. And now we're kind of back in neutral situation here, where Slugma Males, they're doing everything in their power to get up to the plat. They're able to. There's Turret, there's DH, there's the jumper, and the cooler. There's a second one as well. 44, and just like 41. That, we just got a lead. That is the lead, but it's not a safe lead at all. It's a one clam lead. So now if you're Malibu Rising, you saw it happen, make sure you keep that left side handled. Make sure you get those picks, because right now it looks like Slugma Males, they're doing a great job of holding on. They're not really putting themselves out there, not extending their necks out too far, and it's working out really well in their favor. Less than 40 seconds to go in the game. They're keeping top mid clear as best as they can. Shiver on the flank trying to put up some pressure, but it's not going to work out. You see mid is very highly contested. Everything that they can is being thrown at this ramp, and so far, Slugma Males, they are bending slightly, but they're not breaking at all.
I don't know. It's an impenetrable wall right now with the side of Slugma Males. A bunch of paint, a bunch of AoE, that laser showing at you. It's going to be really hard for Malibu Rising to get in. Mercy on the right side of the map just tossing in. Our Expo is down right now, and with no cooler on their side, any death that happens is very crucial and very wrong in the moment. Mercy trying to get this last pick. Territ going face up and hitting that shot. Right now, it's overtime with less than probably 20 seconds left. It's going to be really hard. Territ with a huge bubble on the left side, blocking out the whole entire section of the map. Territ just getting these non-stop snipes. We basically have less than 10 seconds left. I don't know if Malibu Rising is going to get it, and that is just game one. Just like that, round one of Silver Finals just ended, and that was a really intense set.
It was very back and forth, very even. So I don't know if you know this, but fun fact, Malibu Rising and Slugma Males, at least most of them Slugma Males, are in the same Ludi div. For those who know, Leaks Under the Ink. Yeah, they're both Div 6. I believe they were in the same group, so they have played each other before in like serious competitive format. So these teams are very, very even. And you saw right there, it really did prove itself. Like Malibu Rising, they got in. They got a really good push, but unfortunately, I think the consistent pressure from Turret just allowed Slugma Males to kind of focus all their forces to pushing on that ramp, the main choke point, and just broke through. DH, Turret, and Godos just made Malibu Rising look away for a second, and by the time the second was over, guess what? They were on the plat. They had the bubble, they had the clams, they had the cooler, they were set, and they got the lead by again 1 point.
Just to give Malibu Rising also their flowers, Mercy, like I said, I was not playing around. Mercy, just like from Overwatch, a true support. Every single time Territ was flanking, Mercy was on that flank. Heroes never die, my team never dies. Was constantly making sure that any efforts from Territ was stopped. And I feel like that's what usually kept Malibu Rising to even get the lead and maintain most of the game. But after a certain point, fool them once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on you.
You know what?
Fool me twice, shame on me.
I'm going to rework it.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on y'all. Fool me once. Forget it. I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Fool me twice, shame on us.
Thank you. But going on from that, I do feel like Terra kept doing that. And after a certain point, we finally got the pick on Mercy. And that's what kind of caused it to keep snowballing and make it way harder for it to happen. But the map we're going on is Splat Zone's Barnacle, and I'm not sure if you guys remember from the last time on the stream, but Malibu Rising was playing the Clan Blitz version of Barnacle, and we did see them win that. So what I'm curious to see is they're able to do it on Clan Blitz. Can they do it on Splat Zones?
Biggest thing that we saw a little bit earlier, they ran the Gecko Splash instead of the Dread. Now, it's up, like, okay, I'm a Dread player, so I'm kind of biased towards Dread. It's hard to say because the rain is more consistent pressure, while while Reef Slider is more like immediate pressure. So we're to see what Rose decides to go with here, sticking to the Dread. You know what? I like it. Again, you have that really big AoE to work with. You have still a ton of AoE on the side of Malibu Rising. So I'm here for a good game.
Yeah, and I was talking about this like on the other match. We do have a lot of AoE, but we don't have coolers. So the important thing about Malibu Rising is you can't die. You have to make sure you get those picks and stay and maintain. And just like that, we just got 2 picks, and we're finally snowballing onto mid. We do see 2 go down on Malibu Rising, and just like that, Slugma Mills has basically flipped their heads. But Mercy having that bubble to maintain this hold. Right now, that's an equal opportunity to get jumps in. And just like that, that's a perfect opportunity to see that you can succeed without cooler. Having those jumps in with Junior, having a certain area locked down through like protection, it's wonderful to have to be on your team. And just like that, Booyah Bomb goes into zone, but it's unable to get a sort of flip on it. We do see DH go down. Our main painter ended up dying, and we ended up losing our support. And Malibu Rising is having stronghold. Reef gets 2.
Don't do it to him.
It's getting scary. It's getting real scary, Topic.
And in this map, it's kind of known for those lockouts. You get onto plat, you make it basically impossible to get out of here. You see Malibu Rising, they are playing a bit more back than you would have liked to push up onto plat.
2 down.
And as you see, they got punched at almost immediately here with Slugma Mills just running at them and able to get towards mid and get that kind of uncontested. And you see, once again, they're pushing towards plat. Very, very big. When you get this, it's basically really hard to push through that. And you see, all four members are going up there, so they're making it really hard for Malibu Rising to push back in. And so far, they're doing a great job. Sherbert on a flank looking to try to go around them.
I don't see if they see that flank.
Yes, they do.
Catboy. Ooh, they do
trade.
do it.
That's
nice. And just like that, I love how DH was able to like clear the flank for our heavy. Right now, Catboy is in mid. Ooh, ends up going down to the Explo. And Dino over here just showing how powerful Explo really is. A very underrated map. We did see it hit 5K NA, so it's a really, really strong weapon, and it can get success. We have Splashdown ready on hand. We have Bubble ready on hand, getting sent in the front mid. The tick is now at 30. Our penalty is slowly ticking down. We might be able to see a potential KO or even more points. Terry on the high ground ends up going down. It looks like Sherbert was able to clean that up. Mercy holding down and locking down this area. We have Reef. We have Splashdown.
We're going to have Inkjet soon.
We have a billion AoE specials right now. And Sherbert getting caught in the wave bomb ends up going down. Our Expo ends up going down, but trading with that Splashdown. We're at 10 ticks. We have Re-Slider. The bubble is on the right side. I don't know if they'll be able to hold it. We do see one go down. Sherbert is on the right holding. Just like that, Terry was holding that area down with that bubble and showing how many one-shots they could get. And just like that, they were it was beautiful.
Just complete locking down that streak from Turret. Basically solo. Worked out really well for them. Now Malibu Rising back on their back foot here. Booyah Bomb kind of continue up this pressure here from Turret and Godos. And you see, they're trying to go for Plat, but they're making it very hard, forcing the pop a Reef away from zones. Very big here. Godos getting a lot of damage off, getting a nice pick. They're looking for even more, but if they drag attention towards themselves and away from the zone, Mercy trying to go away, getting a nice pick there, looking to go for it from behind, but Catboy is going to shut that down. Plat is still taken over by Slugma males. There's no Reef on the way either. Sherbert's going to be one tap. It's just Catboy. They're getting the pick. That's a wipeout, but a second too late. And Malibu Rising now, they are in a great spot. Look at where Dino is. Look at where Sherbert is. They're on the Plat. They have Inkjet. They have Splashdown. They're going to have Sliders soon. They have the tools necessary to stop any pushes. You see that Booyah Bomb coming out? They're going to pop it, go in with that, and Malibu Rising has a response to that immediately.
And Mercy getting the pick on DH was beautiful to see. You see Bree go down on the sign of Slugma Mills. I think it might be over. The little squid bag, the little taunt. That's how you really show that you're about to win this match. And Sherbert on the left side, I think it's about over at this moment of the match. Splashdown getting picks, and just like that, Malibu Rising has made it 1-1. It's great to see. It's going to be an even set. I'm sensing a very intense game.
I mean, it was just very back and forth.
I feel like the thing that was really interesting to see was the fact that the heavy, I think it was Catboy. Catboy able to maintain mid and get that zone flip was very nice. But I feel like the real problem was the fact that it was only Catboy alive.
Yes.
So when Catboy went down, it was basically an entire reset. You have to push back into mid. And with so many specials being sent out and with so many ledge power being on the map, it was pretty difficult to see like what was going to end up happening. I feel like the real thing that was a really struggle was seeing Mercy on the alleyway. Basically tossing bombs onto the snipe made it like really hard to get back into mid. They basically took away, again, like I was saying before, one complete section of the map and made it so you had to push through the hallway. And pushing through hallway on Barnacle is very, very hard, especially into a Dread, especially into a Try and an Expo. Dare I say, no, two sloshers,
Three
right?
sloshers.
3 sloshers, mind you. I forgot, Dread. Yes.
You know what? I'm not getting into that.
I couldn't remember. You see, sometimes I envision
it's
Dread
a janitor's
as a
bucket.
I view it as like a
dead in my eyes,
re-slider.
it's not janitor's bucket.
It is a janitor's
Thank
bucket.
you.
Yeah. But I did forget the Dread. I wanted to say triple slosher, but I couldn't remember. But yes,
story.
triple slosher. Yeah. But having so much like ledge power, so much AoE, it's so difficult. But I love the fact that also on the side of Slugma Mills that we're seeing Terry like really abuse like the power bubble, really show how like if you just go on flanks with Squiffer, it's very difficult to force you out. It's so hard to push into a laser that is looking at you that potentially one-shots you. And it's also really interesting to see how I feel like both teams are dealing with their off angles really well and locking them down. It's almost like the flanks are really what portrays like what's happening within the match. If the person wins the flank, they end up winning the game. If they don't, it makes it really hard to get back in. And I love how like I felt like so far there's never been a moment where a team is just running into the flank and just getting immediate kills, it's always like, hey, we need to win this, and it's kind of like a bloodbath while everybody's fighting front. I love to see that.
I mean, we're probably, well, I wouldn't say we're going to see none of that as we go to Undertale Spellway Rainmaker, but we're going to see a lot less here because the right side, I think it's funny. It's not optimal at all. It's very hard, especially going up that far right ramp is going to be very difficult too. Because again, it's uninkable.
Dare I say high risk,
high risk
reward. Medium reward, you might say. I feel like it usually, I say it usually comes in when you need to get that lead now. You need to get that checkpoint now.
Or like a wipeout.
Or even that, even a wipeout, it's still risky because if you have to worry about getting checked before you go there, that grates is really what slows you down. But at least for the left side, there's like a whole linear side of the map that you can block, and we might even see double toxic miss again. But we're jumping in to game 3. Let's get hype, everyone. Can I do the iconic thing that you do every single time?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, are we ready? Let's get hyped.
Ooh, heavy.
Ready? Go! Oh, I was a little late, but it's okay. Let's go. Let's just go back.
Sorry. First thing I know is Dino, a more mobile backline with that heavy. It makes sense. It's Rainmaker. You gotta move a little bit more than with Expo. I'm here for it. Keeping with that single toxic miss, it makes sense here. It's been working out for you. We're gonna keep it going. Why not? But so far, it's not quite the result you want to see here as Slugma is going immediately towards this left-hand side. DH, nice splat there, looking for even more, but that slider is at the ready, bros. Just getting set up and biding her time, just waiting for them to strike and making sure they cannot get this check going a little bit early, I will say. But hey, it worked. They got a kill. They forced out the Booyah Bomb. Unfortunately for them, they are going to go down here, and Slugma males, they've been stuck in this corner. It's going to be very, very hard to get out here with Dino on those.
How is DH alive?
I don't know. That's magician's work right there.
Insane.
And they're still alive. They're going to finally push forward, get more points on the board. But no checkpoint will be had. But hey, that took a lot of time off the clock. That's like a minute off. That was a minute down.
Basically the entire minute. I feel like DH was just working some magic on the bottom left side on the map, just staying alive. But right now, Rose with a reslider gets no picks, actually. And just like that, Slugma Mills breaks the check. But it's only Turret alive. It's their job to hold mid and maintain the front line so their team could get back in. But Sherbert is making sure that doesn't happen. But Turret does get a nice snipe, and we do have Bubble up. This is an opportunity for Slugma Mills to set up their defense just as well as Malibu Rising. They had both sides on lockdown, but now it's turn for Slugma Mills. And right now, it's a little bit risky. We do see 2 go down. Mercy with the Rainmaker getting ready to get that push. Rose setting up on the left side of their map. And just right now, we're seeing right side getting pushed by the side of Malibu Rising. It's getting a little scary right now. We do have Reslider on hand, and it looks like we'll get a check too.
There it is.
We're almost about to get it. We do get it. And 2 down on the side of Slugma Mills. It's getting really intense. This is how we get a big lead or even a KO.
Hey, man, a lead is something. That's going to be something Sherbert. Oh, no. Don't do it to him. They're going to shut down. But, hey, that distraction worked. 14 points. That you'll take that. Mercy with the bubble.
But we have bubble.
Well.
We're going to get more points.
More points on the board. 12, 11. Hey. That's a basically game-winning push right there, but it's not game-winning until it is 0. So Slugma Mills, they're trying to escape, but they can't.
We have Reslider. They can pop the Reslider. Get it.
Slider. They're gonna pop it. No picks. Lots of damage. 7, 6, 5, 4. Not quite, but hey, that is an amazing push right there. Just keep putting on the pressure. Sherbert is still here. A pick onto Godels. Turret's gonna go down. 3. Wipe. What? Malibu, what is happening? They are popping off right now. They're putting Slugma Mills in their base and make sure they cannot push. They are just putting up this pressure again and again. Picks and picks and picks. Turret's gonna go down. DH, Godels, and Catboy trying to stall as long as possible, but 2 are going to go down. It's just the Booyah Bomb stalling Dino out. They're going to go down. Will this be the end of the push? It looks like Mercy will go away. If you can, that was 2 minutes. That was like a minute and a half. That's 4 points.
I don't know. It's showing how Malibu Rising really wants this win, and we're at a minute and 30 seconds left. It's going to really take everything in Slugma Male's body to get into this win. We do have a few special setup. We do have Bubble going down. We end up going down to the help of Mercy. Those bombs are really important. 2 down on the side of Malibu Rising. DH with the Rainmaker on hand. We do have checkpoint. We do have the specials. We have the willpower. We just need to make it happen. Right now, we're pushing on the left side. Terra is trying to find some play. We're going for a right side flank. A bubble behind you could be devastating, and a double at any point could be really scary. We do see Booyah Bomb get popped out. Oh, Terra actually went down on the flank, and it's DH and Catboy on the left side holding it down as much as they can. But there's so much AoE, there's so much pain. Weight is being tossed around, and just like that, there's less than a minute left. The Rainmaker is on the far side of Malibu Rising. Slugma Males is having a hard time. Terry ends up going down to the entire team. Mercy running in and getting these picks.
Okay.
It's getting really scary right now. I'm honestly mortified for Slugma Males. It's going to take so much time and effort to get back into mid. It's going to take so much time and effort to even get a lead of 3. And right now, Malibu Rising is slowing the rain on the left side. They have to really brute force to get back in.
Hey, if you're Malibu Rising, you don't have to brute force it. Again, that is a 56-point lead. You don't have to really put yourself out there to get points. Your biggest goal here is to make Slugma Males panic. You make them panic, you make them make mistakes. And those mistakes lead to kills or splats like that. 2 members down, 10 seconds remaining. If DH goes down here, that will be the game. You see how far back they are. You see how now they're in overtime now. That is going to be very big for Malibu Rising. If DH goes down, that is going to be game. They have Bubble. They have Wave. They're going to have Inkjet soon. They have Slider as well. They have the tools necessary to get the win. Ooh, so close. DH alive by the skin of their teeth. They're staying alive. Just throwing out Rainmaker shots left and right. Chirper with the jet's going to end the game. And Malibu Rising, after a very dominant push there, they're going to hold on and fend off Slugma Males. And now from a team that won the last set 3-0 in Slugma Males, they are now facing a deficit of 2-1. One more loss, and that's it for them.
I don't know if you caught that, but DH holding the Rainmaker, the bomb went under them, and they got forced into the no retreat zone. And I feel like that was what really killed the game for them. That bomb, putting them in an area where they lose even more time, is what really stressed me out in that moment. What happened, what made like a 30-point time went down to like 20, 15, just in a split moment. And that was just truly mortifying. Malibu Rising having that dominant lead, that dominant push actually, was just beautiful to see. It went from 20, then 15, then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It was just crazy to see. I feel like it really just showed like how oppressive like their entire comp was, and it just was just like snowball after snowball after snowball. And then watching Slugma Mills trying to find the opportunity to just walk back in was just really hard to see. But I do feel like they have it in them. It's just 2-1, and right now we're jumping into Inkblot Art Academy and TC maps. This is the first TC map of the set, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this is going to function. And by interesting, I'm going to say it's going to be really fun on how this functions. I feel like, again, I love to see Bubble. I love to see Bubble on TC. Bubble pops on tower. Bubble pops around tower. Bubble pops on flanks. That's going to be fun. And also the most fun I love about TC is the aggression. Mm-hmm. It's going to be really interesting to see who's like the more aggressive team. And so far with the team holding the lead, it might be Malibu Rising. They might be able to just snowball the tower completely, just how they did in Rainmaker. But I do think also Slugma Males has an ample opportunity to do the same exact thing.
I mean, I do agree. I think I think what's really going to help Slugma Males is turret, because we saw through three games in a row. So I think that's good enough to start believing in the trend here, where Turret would always take in not immediate flank, but they always flank as soon as possible in order to get them off guard. I think on this map, it's a little, I won't say less effective, but it's not as potent as it is on something like Barnacle and Dime. But because again, you are at that massive height advantage on that left-hand side, so I think it is going to be very helpful in the. What are you? Nice, nice, good job. What was I saying? Hold on. That made me forget what I was saying. Yeah, flanking. So, sorry.
You're fine, you're fine.
I think having Turret try to, again, grab attention towards that left-hand side. Yeah,
side,
and
actually.
I think their biggest goal is get Turret on bats. You get him on bats, you get him with a bubble, Malibu Rising, whether it be the heavy or the expo, it's going to be a very, very tough challenge for them to go to. But you hear the chants.
I'm excited. Can I do a redo?
Yeah,
I promise I won't mess this up. But we are in game 4. Can Malibu Rising get their win, or will Slugma Mills get the reverse? Ready? Go. Let's go.
That was even worse.
It was. I lost track. But me commentating the rest of the set. Right now, both teams are going into mid. We do see 2 people on the right side of Malibu Rising getting a little push in. Ooh, a little bit chip from Mercy right now. They're just holding on the bids. Mercy pushing into the left side. I don't know.
Ooh, nice snipe there.
And just like that, Machine goes down, and Terra is just getting into mid. It looks like we're doing the same type of play where get Turret into bats, but right now, just a bunch of people just dying in mid.
Yeah, I think we saw Terra got the immediate pick onto Dino right away on that left stack, and just it wasn't able to really capitalize on that as the rest of the team went down. But you see Slugma Mills, they're going to start by trying to get this tower moving, but you got to watch out for these plays from Shiver. She does a fantastic job of keeping attention to themselves. I feel like Shiver and Turret have really similar game plans. They want to get behind the opponent. They want to keep them off balance, and so far it's working out. Slugma Mills, even though they had touched tower first, only 3 points on the board. That's like nothing at all.
There's that Booyah Bomb.
Yeah, it's like Booyah Bomb on the tower to at least try to get a little bit of something going. So far, it looks like Slugma Mills, they're finally able to get a good advantage here, but not for long, as Malibu Rising, they are just getting these picks. They are getting trades. It's so worth it for them. DH forcing a jump out at the last second here, and now Malibu Rising, they're the ones with tower and main advantage here.
And right now, we're finally seeing the push on Malibu Rising. We do have Splashdown set up. We do have a bubble set up. This is a guaranteed check for them. Even though 2 are down, we should guarantee this check. We have Splashdown to even make sure we have it. And Dino is dancing on the tower, and just like that, we have the check set up. And we do have Cooler on the side of Slugma Mills being set up. We're pushing into mid. Rose is ledging on the side. Terra is on flank, fighting Sherber. It's kind of like flanker versus flanker right now. Terra rushing in to get those top shots, almost getting it, but no, Sherber shutting that down. I would have never fought to run into the eyes of a tri-slosh here. But we do see Free down on the side of Malibu Rising. Slugma Mills does have their chance to get their push in. We do not have Bubble anymore. Mercy just went down. We do have our Booyah Bomb. We do have a Cooler coming in soon. Wavebreaker, Bubble. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Booyah Bomb gets popped on the bottom left. Goatless frozen into bats, forcing everybody back into mid. We get the check. We get lead. We're getting even more points on the field. Terra holding onto the plat side of this. We're getting even more points. Can we secure a check to Catboy on this tower, kind of dancing around it? And just like that, Sherber gets the pick onto tower, and I think they might be able to get back into mid, but it's just mostly Sherber fighting tower. Sherber is showing that they could just get it free. And just like free, there might be somebody behind. Can we make it a quad? No. But Sherber really handled that all by themselves.
Yeah, and I think, can I go back a little bit there?
Yeah.
What started off that push was Turret and DH going to plat immediately, not going to bats. That kept kind of a line between the members of Malibu Rising. So far, it worked out really well for them, getting past that first checkpoint and the second one. So that's a very big hole for them to climb out of.
Nice.
But you see that Inkjet at the ready alongside that splash, and you gotta be a little bit worried if you're Slugma Mills here. Nice pick onto Turret. 2 members down, looking for even more. Slider still at the ready from Rose, popping it onto Bats, getting a double kill, and clearing out that Bats, able to staying alive somehow, some way, and that will be the lead for Malibu Rising, and going even further toward that tower. That's going to be 2. Catboy keeping the team in it by staying on the back.
Rose is just on a kill streak.
Rose is popping off right now. Godol's to the tower. Sherber's going to be there. Godol's going to go down. Rose is still being a menace. They're finally going to go down there, but you see right here.
And we're getting checked. We're still going. We're still going.
What?
And Dino's getting a pick. We're still holding the pick. Top pick. It's getting really intense right now. Dino is just dancing on the tower. Splashdown goes down. We're holding it. They're just cycling jumps right now. It's getting on the fence of the edge right now. We do see Bubble. It might be over. It's DH. Wait, clutch it up. Oh, wow. Everybody give a round of applause. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
If I had to describe it in one word, dominant. Like you saw, not Malibu, Slugma Mills, they had the early advantage. They had a good setup. They had people on plat. They had people on the backs. They had everyone there. But unfortunately for them, they just went down, and then you saw Malibu Rising. They got the stagger. They got them down. Rose just kind of popped off. Like, Rose popped off.
Kill streak, Grease Lighter, kill streak.
Like,
splat. Like, oh my God.
They just kept getting pick after pick, and I felt like even though I did mention earlier against Roller Nation Neo that they kind of panicked at the end, I think same thing happened for Slugma. They kind of panicked. They saw the points going down, which I'm not gonna lie, if I was them, I'd do the same thing. I'd panic as well. So I think they just kind of